Synergetic journal videos of my individual continuous non-political manifesto. May 16, 17, 2026. Omnidirectional frame of reference, game of universe, the closest approach to eternity in God. Part 19. Christina Herlovson's ongoing Synergetics research project. Part 2. The omnirational objective of tuned-in intellection is not the least bit superficial compared with tuned-out intellect's adaptations to the slave mentality and who uses the concept God in the religion context with absolutely no idea how pervasive the slave mentality is. This is especially egregious when the belief system deviously exploits humans by infiltrating the anticipatory thought language process, technically and literally supplanting one's own mind with some other emulative agenda having more to do with promoting aspects of the ambitiously competitive PRJMWBSHM than the truth of our evolving species, humans of a mind. PRJMWBSHM, politics, religion, military, war, belief system, hierarchical matrix, does not reveal its energy source as the integral self-regenerating eternal patterning integrity. Instead, those mindsets rely on the sound word God for the power that can grant requests for success or ignores the request. In any manifest case is the proof of it in the physical environment, depending on all the interrelating factors in synchronous accord within a given amount of time. Energy derived from universe is generalized fields. Therefore, humans of a mind, which logically can be universe, eternal, omniscient mind, are designed in generalized principle to discover the integral correlations between energy as gravity in parentheses matter or as radiation. These truths typically are ignored by the cultivators of the slave mentality, who see no value in generalized principles because the information gathered thus serves no exploitive purpose unless degrees of distortion are purposely integrated as enmity-making scenarios. Enmity-making scenarios belabor false-premised intentions by humans who are dead set against the evolving mind's awareness of the most economically conceived initiatives. Conceiving is the counter-coordinated of deceiving. Deceiving, from Latin discipere, ensnare, cheat. A definition found in Oxford University Press Dictionary and Thesaurus. I can't almost imagine discussing the self-other perpetuated deceptions of the slave mentality that is suffered upon our species with current Pope Leo the 14th of Rome, elected May 8, 2025, 1 year ago. See Wikipedia. Pope Leo the 14th. He is 70 years old, born September 14, 1955, Chicago, Illinois. He introduces new warnings about the use of artificial intelligence, but like most humans on Earth, his referential anticipatory realities do not include an energetic, synergetic, minimum structural systems, eternally self-regenerating patterning integrity as a reliable resource that can be conceptualized by the human imagination's ability to conceptually formulate anticipatory design science realities independent of the energy's visible size, whether microscopic or macroscopic observed. Neither can AI perform intuitive functions, albeit attempt to train robots to supplant every human function by engineers at this point in time seems also to be in the process of displacing the power of God for predictive delectable ambitions. Concern by the Church of AI replacing its power of God is as understandable as it ought to be. Eliminations of the slave mentality, if only everybody's conscionable. Consciously coordinated thought and language included awareness of their geometry of thinking, getting on board with nature's coordinate system discovered by Buckminster Fuller in the 20th century. It may be impossible for the highest office in the Church of Rome to initiate consciously coordinated metaphysical intellect's awareness of zero pulsation in the vector equilibrium as its closest approach humans will ever know to eternity in God, and that the sound word God can be more accurately referred to as Yom, universe, eternal, omniscient mind. But surely the time has come for all good men to come to the aid of our humanity in a voluntary agreement to eliminate the slave mentality from the earth. Instead, sidestepping the issue is happening while paying more attention to the survival of religion that in truth cannot be found in nature. Humans of the mind coexist in nature's environment, one of which is the environment of systemic thoughts, omni-considerately redirected survival stratagems when consciously coinciding with support of precious life. By displacing the human mind-brain, supplanting the innately individual faculty of thought with any pretext, the potentially most deceptive AI robotized human-like machines as a solution for profit-motivated exploitations in whatever guise the deception takes is still a anticipatory, as is the greatest leeway afforded to the male gender's lusts for fresh conquest. The younger the boys or the girls, the better. In many supposedly Allah-loving, God-loving religions, excusing this undisciplined behavior as a natural right to be fulfilled. The truth of the sexual urges closely relates, first and foremost, to conceiving children to populate the earth. If there is no reason so to do, because the populations into millions and billions are robots, then such a case will eradicate aspects of the religion concept which have taken millions into billions to increase in numbers. In any special case eventing a particular point or feature as matter is aspect. Aspects result in cases. Let's look into Synergetic 529.04 as matter is to radiation. The quote goes, matter is to radiation as knots, K-N-O-T-S, of rope are to coils of rope. Until next time, thank you. Gratefully, faithfully, eternally, Christina Herlovson. Contact Herlovson Christina at gmail.com.